Oh, it's getting thick right now. Ricky Hatton says this could be over. Career could be over if Dillian Whyte loses to Povetkin again. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Ricky Hatton did a recent interview, says, quote, "I think it's a must-win for Dillian Whyte. You can never say never, but if he gets beat by Povetkin, he can stay at it, and I have no doubt that Eddie Hearn would give him another shot. That's what Eddie is all about. That's what he's proved time and time ago with fighters, and Dillian Whyte happens to be one of them. He got straight back in there with the rematch. It was a heavy knockout defeat, wasn't it? He was boxing absolutely brilliant. He was boxing, winning rounds. He knocked him down and he got up. To get knocked out like that is very, very hard to come back from. But I know he's very strong-willed, Dillian. I have no doubt that he's going to come back, and I'm confident he's going to get the win. But if Dillian Whyte was to get beat, and if he was to get stopped again, I think David Price was a prime example. After he got beat the first time by Tony Thompson and he got stopped, he could never get it back. I think if Dillian could come back, I think his confidence will go through the roof. Let's say Dillian stops him. Having been stopped himself, to stop him again, his confidence would be at an all-time high for Dillian. Then he could go on and achieve what he's always hoped for, which is what he's always dreamt of, which is hopefully a world title. It's not a bad comparison. So that's what he says. But he says, but if he was to get beat again, another heavy defeat, another knockout defeat, sadly, I think you have to say, Dillian Whyte, you had a good career, but I think this might be the end of it. It's sad. It's a hard game, boxing. When I got beat by Floyd Mayweather and I found Juan Lascano next, you know, your first fight back from a defeat and a knockout. Every time he hit me, I felt like he wobbled me. He didn't, but that's just what I had in my mind. That's the demon you have got to put behind you, and it's very hard coming back from a knockout defeat. But if you do come back with a vengeance and come back strong, your confidence goes through the roof. I think that'll be the case for Dillian Whyte." End quote. Listen, the stakes are high. It's all or nothing. They're in Gibraltar or whatever. I agree. You know, I don't know if there's any drug testing for the fight. It's in kind of an obscure location that's not known for boxing. And we'll see. We'll see how the fight plays out. I agree with Ricky Hatton 1,000%. Dillian Whyte's already been knocked out. You know, people completely like glaze over this fact that Anthony Joshua knocked him out with a similar shot. You know, every time Dillian Whyte keeps getting hurt, a lot of times it's with the uppercut. He doesn't have the defense for it, doesn't see it coming. Joshua sat him down and hurt him badly and knocked him out with the uppercut. Oscar Rivas dropped him, I think, in the 9th round with the uppercut. And then Povetkin did this little shift, and then he blasted him out of this world with an uppercut. So I agree with Ricky Hatton, and he should know, because, you know, he was knocked out and hit the turnbuckle with Floyd. Then he had a couple fights in the Paulie Malignaggi fight, probably like 2 fights. Then he came back and got blasted in 2 rounds by Manny Pacquiao. I just like my fight with Ricky Hatton. So he told you from firsthand experience when he got his first loss to Floyd Mayweather, right? The knockout loss, he said his next opponent, who wasn't even a big name, he said every time he hit me, it felt like he wobbled me. It's just like the confidence is rattled. You know, I would honestly say Pacquiao is probably one of the people who come to mind where he's been knocked out a couple of times and he gets right back in there. Like, you know, Pacquiao mentally is perhaps built a little bit different, because it is a hard thing to come back from and keep your confidence intact. Pacquiao seems to be able to get knocked out by Rustico Torrecampo and Juan Manuel Marquez and really just not let that defeat him. And he's a true warrior, you know, because if you look at, he fought Brandon Rios, and I really thought he dropped Brandon Rios, but they didn't give him credit for that in Macau, China. And he looked pretty good in the fight. And then he hasn't been knocked out since. Fought heavy-handed Keith Thurman and Broner, who has some power too. You know what I mean? So Pacquiao's real resilient. But Dillian Whyte, I don't know. He seems like he's a sitting duck for the same shot. So I agree. If he loses to Povetkin by stoppage, that's going to be a hard road back. We'll see how it plays out. Let me know what you guys think. We working. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TUBEBUDDY. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.